Hi guys, it's Bria and welcome to my channel. So, for those of you who don't know, I was a seasonal worker. I was kind of moving around from place to place, kind of every 4 to 6 months, before I ended up taking a full-time position in 2022, in October of 2022. And I have been living in seasonal housing for 6 months now. It's the end of April currently. And that was kind of the time in which I was told, hey, like, this is kind of a soft deadline of when you need to have found a place by. And so today I am moving. And I want to let you guys know how the process went. Of finding a place to stay and kind of where I'm going to be moving. This is going to be a quick video because I have a lot of stuff to get packed. Like, I totally told those people I was going to be out today, and it is currently 10:59, and I still have a lot of stuff to get out of here. So this is going to be a short video, and then when I get all my stuff to my place, I will have another video to update you guys on what I'm moving into and what it looks like and stuff. So, all that being said, before I get into that, I want to let you guys know, in case you weren't already aware, today is April 30th, and I'm hoping to get this video out tonight. For those of you who don't know, the Hong Kong Tourism Board, I believe it's the tourism board, is giving away free tickets to Hong Kong, round trip economy tickets. And currently the endeavor includes like different areas around the world. And every area had its month, like, okay, the 1st of March, the 1st of April, to go in and like apply. And it's basically a lottery system, as far as I understand. There's information everywhere around the internet about this, and it can be a little bit hard at times to decipher like what's what. But if you are from Europe or the US, or South America, May 1st is when the applications open for the lottery. So for you to get your free ticket, I would suggest going to discoverhongkong.com and then just also looking up Hong Kong free tickets to kind of figure out what's what on that. But I will be applying tomorrow. And so all that you have to pay there, of course, they're economy tickets. And all you have to pay is like the taxes and such that are associated with the ticket price. So that's awesome. I don't know about you. Like, I feel kind of funky about it because like I've not really had that big of an interest in going to Hong Kong, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So with that out of the way, so I cannot remember how much I told you guys about moving and stuff. I don't think I mentioned it. I don't think I mentioned too much about it. So it's been a tough couple of months, to be honest, because I'm currently living in Flathead County in Montana. Columbia Falls, literally like right down the road, about 20 minutes, I'll be in Glacier National Park. So I'm literally living right outside that area. And this whole county where I work, where I live, has very limited housing. I will say that. And I've had the toughest time trying to find housing. Not only trying to find places because there are limited amounts of apartments and houses for rent, but also dealing with how much everything costs here. Who would have thought that this area in Montana would be so expensive? So expensive! Like, I was on Zillow. Zillow literally sending me notifications for places that just hit the market. Rent $1,700. $1,700. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? But anyway, I was applying for places and getting denied real quick, and it was getting to be a depressing endeavor. I'll just be honest. I try to be as genuine and honest on this channel as possible, because I just cannot gather the gumption to just sit here and lie and have a facade on anytime I make a video. My credit's not great. It isn't. It's something that I know I need to work on, but it's not something that I really thought too much about as far as how that would impact me looking to rent a place. And so I was getting denied at apartments I was applying to, and losing my little $25, $35 application fee in the process. And you're gonna hear some traffic from the highway. Apologies. So I'm applying to places, getting denied and being depressed about it, because I'm like, oh my God, I have to have a place to stay. Lord enabled me to have a job here, a pretty good job here, and I have to have a place to stay, right? And so I'm applying to places getting denied. Some places I was applying to and getting approved with like requirements attached to it. And I'm not surprised, I guess I will say, that places that I was applying to were asking me to pay twice the security deposit. I get that. The problem is the security deposit is equal to your monthly rent. I could not find a single place charging less than $1,000. Okay, less than $1,000. So the cheapest place that I applied to was $1,000. I guess the highest rent of a place that I applied to was like $1,200. So let's just say, for ease of math, because mathematics is not my forte. Let's say for the ease of math, I paid $1,000 for rent. Okay, my security deposit is $1,000, and twice that is $2,000 for security deposit. So with me having low credit, they're asking me to pay $3,000, and I'm like, I don't have $3,000, Holmes. And that was like literally the answer everywhere I was going. Everywhere I was going, security deposit equal to the monthly rent. The rent's no less than $1,000. That man, I'm like, I don't have $3,000 plus to get into an apartment or a house. I mean, at here, those prices are pretty much on par. If you can find a house, you pretty much pay the same amount for that as you would an apartment. $1,000 plus, $1,200 easy. But I was like, I don't have $3,000 just to move into a place, not even to turn on utilities, not even to buy furniture, which I don't have. And obviously for furniture, you could like buy piece by piece. You would have to buy a whole living room set and a bedroom set and all that stuff. But that money was just looking like a lot. And so I started trying to put aside money. But by the time that I started looking in earnest and figured out how hard this was going to be, honestly, I let some time go by. So October, November, December, you think I was looking for a place to stay? No, I was procrastinating. I said, oh, I have until the end of April. I'm fine. It's fine. I'll find a place to stay. I didn't start looking in earnest until end of January, February. And it was just such a... And I thought to myself, okay, well, maybe I need to go with a private owner that's renting a place, you know? And so I saw a house went on the market. And I was looking every day, y'all. I was refreshing pages from rental agencies and whatnot, and apartment complexes. I was looking every day because things were going by like this. Things were going by this quickly. Find a place, a house, being rented by a private owner. I called the rental agency or whatever, ba-ding, and she tells me, oh, the owners, they're looking for someone with a 700 credit score. I said, oh, that's not me. That's not me. She said, okay, well then you can pay twice the security deposit. You got $3,000. I said, I could maybe get that. That was bold-faced lie. I could not get that. And she was like, well, if you can't, I wouldn't even recommend applying because you're not going to get your application fee back and you're not going to get approved. And I felt so sad. She was helpful. I wasn't mad at her, but I felt so sad to have been told, like, don't even bother applying. Like, you ain't going to get it. I was like, okay. And then I get more and more desperate as time goes on. I get more and more desperate. Okay. I started going on Facebook Marketplace. Now, I had found a pretty cool chair, and I'll have to show you later, on Facebook Marketplace. So I thought, you know, why not a house? Why not an apartment? If I can find a chair, why not an apartment? As if those things are the same. So I had this really funky interaction with someone on Facebook Marketplace. And like, I don't know how to explain it. It was the weirdest set of like things to have happened. So like, long story short, I talked to this person on Facebook Marketplace. They had a Facebook profile, even though there wasn't a lot there. It was raising my scam alarm. It really was. But like, the person had like an Instagram account that was private, and so I was like, well, this seems like it's a real person, right? Even though there's no like, not a whole lot of details on the page for the apartment. And I think the apartment was like for $1,000, and it was in the town that I live, it was in the town that I work in, which is Whitefish, Montana. And I was like, oh, I could be right down the street from where I work. This is going to be great. Talked to the person, set up a meeting for Monday to see the place. She cancels the meeting and postpones it to like a Wednesday. And I said, okay, still nothing weird. I'd asked her that Monday for the address because she didn't post the address of the apartment, which I thought was weird because the apartment, it was just for one person. Like, there was no roommate situation. So I was like, why would you not want to post the address? I don't know. I thought that was weird. So I asked for the address that Monday when we were supposed to meet to see it. She didn't respond. I said, okay. Wednesday comes. I finally get her to give me the address. Let me tell you, I have never had such a hard time finding a place using Google Maps as I did that day. And I almost want to say that it seemed like I wasn't going to ever find it. Like, it was not meant for me to find this place. And we had a set time to meet, obviously. And I get to the neighborhood where she says the house is, and I literally, like, Google Maps is sending me to the edge of a cliff. I kid you not. Like, I'm going around and up a hill and past some houses, and Google Maps is telling me to go straight, and I'm like, literally, there's a guardrail. I can't go no further. I was so confused. And like, I will show you the messages because it doesn't make any sense. Like, I told her, I'm like, I'm literally lost. And she was mad because I was late, and she was like, well, I have another meeting, so this is not gonna work out. I expected you to be here at this time. I'm like, did you not hear me? I said I am lost. She made no attempt to help me find the place. Didn't say, oh, well, let me get to the street so you can see me and I'll wave, whatever. What can you see right now? Nothing of any consequence, no concern, nothing. I was like, you know what, bet. And I was just like, okay, well, I guess this isn't meant to me because I'm literally lost. So it's a wrap, I guess. And that was like, I was so taken aback by the whole situation that I literally was at a stop sign with the car and park talking to my sister because I was so just like, what just happened? Like, was there some, it just felt, it felt so fishy. And for the rest of the day, I was thrown off by this, okay? After that, I really hadn't applied to nothing else because I was just like, I didn't know how I was going to do this. I was like, the plan was, you know, to just continue to throw all my money into savings to the point where I could possibly have $3,000, which is me being optimistic because your girl's a spender. She struggles to save over here. And so my plan after that was just to save as much as I could possibly so that I could be prepared to pay $3,000 for a place, you know? And I knew, I was like, I'm not getting out by the end of April. There's just no way. I was shooting for the end of May. Lo and behold, God had another plan for me. I had made it well known because I know people who are in this community who like know the area way more than I do. So I made it known to my coworkers that I was having a hard time finding a place to stay. I had someone that works for the company reach out to me like, hey, I know somebody who's looking for a roommate. I said, ooh, beggars can't be choosers. I'll meet with her. I'll meet her, you know. And then she said she's got a house. She's looking for one roommate, not even two roommates. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. She only need one roommate. I said, oh, I volunteer tribute. But of course, like, I know I knew I wanted to meet her to see if we'd be a good fit. So meet the girl. We hit it off. She's super sweet. We met for coffee. We talked for like 2 hours. And it was a great time. She sent me pictures of the house. Looks good. My room was a bit small, so I'm trying to figure out the logistics of like the space. And I went to see it last week. Gorgeous place in a new development area. Like, there's only 2 streets with houses on it in that area. Really clean, really looks brand new. Everything looks brand freaking new. And I can't wait to show you guys. I'm super excited. Like, got a garage, washer and dryer, like more than I could have, more than I thought that I would even be able to obtain. I'm so serious. Like, I thought that if I got something, it's just gonna be what I was able to get, like by the skin of my teeth. The rent is pretty much on par with what I was expecting to have to pay. And I'm totally fine with it. I'm totally happy with it. We have that 3rd bedroom. It's going to be used for a guest room, so we're not looking for another roommate. It's just me and her. Enough space for the both of us. More than enough space for the both of us. And I'm like packing today. I gotta get all this stuff out of here today. But yeah, like, I didn't have to pay a security deposit. I didn't have to provide a credit report or nothing. So it's saving me, like, legitimately saving me $3,000. And I'm stoked, and I can't wait to show you guys. But I've talked enough. Apologies for the moments I'm looking in the viewfinder, but I don't have my contacts on, and I'm not wearing my glasses because of the glare. So I'm just trying to make sure I'm in frame. Which reminds me, I have to go make a eye appointment to get my eyes checked because I need contacts so bad. Okay, so I have to get up and get moving to clean this funky apartment space. And yeah, I will see you guys soon. Let me know if anybody's planning on applying for these Hong Kong tickets. To be honest, I wanted to bring this information to you guys, but I'm like not the well of information here about this. I'm a bit confused, but I'm going to try to figure out like the time in which I need to be on the site, because they said first come first serve basis, but also it's a lottery system, so I'm confused how it can be a lottery system and first come first serve. I don't know. I'm confused a little bit, but like I can hardly turn away free round trip tickets to Asia. Never been to Asia. Always want to go to Asia. So we'll see. I'll let you guys know. You let me know if you're applying. Tell me what you think about that whole situation. Would you even care to go to Hong Kong? Like, but also Hong Kong is close to a lot of other places, so you could use it as a launching pad. Not saying that I'm going to do that, but I'm going to put that out there, okay? I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys again soon, okay? Bye!